and welcome to the heavyweight A final. Are we going this time? I think we are. Let's get this show on the road. In pole position, car 42 is Steve Bosley. On pace, remember, set by fastest laps. Mark Ridout looks at his feet. We're racing here at Whilton Mill. Into turn one. Will they all make it through? We've all made it through the first half. Now Christmas corner will be the next point of attack. And it's Bosley ahead of Wright. Ridout. Oh, there's a fairly busy midfield. James Browning in fourth. Andrew Dawson in fifth. Nothing going there. Oh, Bosley went deep into Chapman's. Wright might have a chance here up the inside. Not this time. They'll stream in. Will they all make it round? Yeah, pretty much. Ben Cottlewell up in 8th place. It's all change. Adam Wright closes in on Steve Bosley, looks to the inside. Bosley closes the door on him and he falls back behind Ridout and Browning. He's all crossed up through the kink. Chance for Mark Dawson around the outside. Be a bit optimistic. Luke Parry's there as well. He's going to follow through on Adam Wright and runs off Mark Dawson. Andrew Dawson, I should say. Dawson keeps running. Parry is out. Call that one how you want. Out front, it's Steve Bosley. Ridout and James Browning. And Adam Wright has lost ground. He runs in 4th place. Gap then to, is that Lenny Wood? Lenny Wood going rapidly in this final. Alexander Lamin, Andrew Cowell, Tim Hill, Anthony Harrington and Michael Ballinger rounds out the top 10. Let's get to where the action is, and it's at the front with Bosley, Ridout and Browning fighting out the trophies, and I think Adam Wright can get back on terms here to make this a group of 4, fighting over 3 trophies on the podium steps. Ridout goes to cover off James Browning, and this is giving Bosley a chance to check out. He's got a few kart lengths already. That's right on the edge of the toe. And I think Steve Bosley might have the pace to pull clear here. Browning and Wright need to get on with it, and Wright's immediately on the attack, pod to pod, and runs out James Browning. Loses a lot of time, but keeps running. Lenny Wood is holding off Andrew Cowell and Tim Hill in a fight for 5th place, 6th place as Lamin has moved forward. I'm sure I saw a penalty there for somebody. It was a cone warning for Andy Cowell. Or contact warning, maybe. I think that's cone. Oh, I'm not sure now. So coming downhill, Lamming now is on the bumper of James Browning. As this race has somewhat broken apart, we have a top 3 at the moment of Steve Bosley, Mark Ridout and Adam Wright. Browning holding off Lamin. Lenny Wood in 6th, and there's a battle going on behind. Tim Hill side by side, not sure who that is. That might be Anthony Harrington. More love tapping. Oh, my camera goes out of focus. And that looks fairly busy back there. Oops. Oh, Andy Cowell from a long way back on Anthony Harrington. Like yesterday, he came from back. And there's more fun and games behind Ben Cottle. That's Michael Ballinger, Thomas Conn, or it might be Mark Turner. I do find them difficult to tell apart. Oh, we are somewhat struggling with the light now. Darren Townsley in the mix. So this race is sort of cleaved in two now. This is the second half of it. The front of it is still up here, and it's still Steve Bosley, Mark Ridout and Adam Wright, a little bit closer together, I think, covered by 0.6 of a second, and Wright's down the inside of Ridout into Parker, and that was fairly cleanly done. Now, will Ridout be prepared to follow? To run in behind Steve Bosley. Then to Browning, then Alexander Lamin. Lenny Wood has dropped Tim Hill, who's had either a contact warning, I think that is, and so has Andy Cowell. Or it could be Curbs. Curbs is spelled with a K. Oh, I'm not sure. You'll see on the screen. So Hill leads out Andy Cowell. Anthony Harrington, Ben Bennyworth up to 10th place. Meanwhile, up front, Wright has run down Steve Bosley. We have a race for the lead now. Can he go through? He can't. Can he strike up a Christmas corner? Big drive down the inside. Bosley closes the door on him again. It's got a good engine. There's Adam Wright's car. That's the second time he's attempted that. Either that or Steve Bosley's making a big hole in the air into which Adam Wright is being slipstreamed. Can he strike downhill at Chapman? No, he can't. I think Bosley edge slightly clear, but it's all about the exit and the run to the next corner, and that's the gap. Wright goes for the lead. Oh, and gets his nose cut off again, and Ridout is through. Browning goes back through. Lamin goes through, and Wright is down to 5th. Bosley not prepared to give any space, which is his right, I suppose. So Mark Ridout back in 2nd place. We're 4 minutes from the finish. And the stream has gone again, and I give up now. I'll post this tomorrow. Oh, right sideways, or was he love tapped by Alexander Lamin? Not sure. Oh, well, there's a wave there. What does that say? I'm sorry? Or hard luck? Or I'll wave you back through if you catch me up? So, 3.5 minutes from the finish. Steve Bosley. Mark Ridout closing in on the brakes. I think we might still have a big finish here. Ridout to within a couple of kart lengths. Onto the back straight. Hands in the air. Somebody's off. It's Luke Parry. So Bosley, Ridout, Browning, Lamin, Wright. Gap then to Lenny Wood, having a great run in 6th place. And it's a big gap to Andy Cowell, now back ahead of Tim Hill. Right, I've added more data as we run to the finish of this FEA final. Steve Bosley continuing to lead. Mark Ridout, James Browning. Lamin took a look down inside of Ashby, couldn't get it done. Oh, Browning to the inside of Ridout for second. And Ridout's run out of it, and Lamin and Wright go through. And I think this is going to be Steve Bosley's. He's going to hang on by keeping the door firmly closed around the boot. It'll be the last lap this time, if it isn't already. It's the final lap. Up to the top of the hill they go. It's all change. It's Steve Bosley ahead of James Browning. Lamin up to third place. Wright and Ridout has been run out of it on the previous lap over at Parker, and I think there may be a change yet. 5 fighting for the podium, and Bosley's got a couple of kart lengths down to Chapman, and I think he's going to hang on for the win, but he's probably not made any friends among the top 5. Wright going for the third. Oh, what a move from Lamin! Ambushes James Browning, and Browning will be off the podium depending on how the penalties are handed out. But it's a win for Steve Bosley ahead of Alexander Lamin, possibly Adam Wright in third, James Browning, Mark Ridout, Lenny Wood is sixth, Andrew Cowell, Anthony Harrington, Ben Pennyworth, Ben Cottle rounds out the top 10. That's a shame that I couldn't show that all the way through, but I'll get that video up tomorrow. That was good to watch.